Saturday's 2020 presidential announcement was a victory for some, and for others, it was an upset. Joe Biden is the presidential-elect, and Kamala Harris is the first Black and Indian woman to be elected vice president. But the presidential process does not end there. KTTC's Maria Bray tells us what's to come before a president is sworn in.
We heard his speech.
The people of this nation have spoken. They've delivered us a clear victory.
And we've seen his tweets. In a statement Saturday, President Donald Trump wrote, "The simple fact is this election is far from over. Joe Biden has not been certified as the winner of any states." But what's next in the process? Well, December 8th is the deadline for states to recount votes and resolve election disputes.
In some states, an automatic recount can trigger when it's under a certain percentage, okay? And Georgia looks to be that. That's 10,000 over, what's Georgia, about 5.5 million cast, something like that. And so, that's a very small percentage. And to be on the safe side, recount that.
And next is the Electoral College vote on December 14th, where electors in each state vote for the candidate that won the state's popular vote.
The Democratic Party in the states that they won, the Republican Party in the states that they won, are going to, put forward their electors. For example, Hillary Clinton is an elector in New York, right? Well, I don't think she's going to vote for Trump.
On Monday, President Trump's campaign is pursuing legal action against battleground states like Pennsylvania, Nevada, Michigan, and Georgia, claiming voter fraud. In a statement, the president said, "Our campaign will start prosecuting our case in court to ensure election laws are fully upheld and the rightful winner is seated. The American people are entitled to an honest election. That means counting all legal ballots and not counting any illegal ballots."
This was 4 states that went several days beyond the election. And so, to win multiple court cases suggesting that there was fraud in all of these different places, keeping in mind that some of them have Republican governors, Republican secretaries of state, Republican state legislatures, we're going to have to see the evidence on that.
For Biden's team, they're moving forward in one of his campaign promises to fight the pandemic.
So on Monday, we will announce this, the COVID task force, if you will, that will operationalize the Biden-Harris campaign plan to address COVID into a plan that the government can use.
In Rochester, Maria Bray, KTTC News.
Other dates to remember is that on January 6th, Congress will count on the electoral votes, and January 20th will be the president's inauguration. Israel Sen says a president who is giving up the position does not have to be at the inauguration.